Welcome to our next video cast of the Capet Institute of String Pedagogical Research. We're going to talk about the elbow or frog exchange today, and that is a very important thing if you're talking to students about playing a good sound. Hi, I'm Dr. Kelly Johnson with the Capet Institute, and this elbow or frog exchange is a really important concept for especially students that have a hard time playing in the frog area or making a good legato sound when they change bows. In general, it's really good to teach to all students when they're learning how to make a good violin sound for the first time. And connecting notes. So it kind of imitates a boomerang. So if you know anything about a boomerang, this is a very bad picture of a boomerang because it doesn't really put the weight of the tool itself here, but basically it's the mechanics that when you throw it out, you throw it out with one end, right? And that end, I probably do it wrong, it's probably that way. Well, anyway, whatever end starts is the one that rotates closest to you, and you want to get that out, and then it rotates that way. That's right. There, yep, that's correct, because that one goes in and then those go around. You have to go this way. And then that changes, and the rotation becomes here, and finally when it's done going quickly and holding the rotation together, and that starts to pull out, because it slows down, that heavier part starts to pull out, then this inner part, this inner one loops down and takes the movement back to you. So that's more or less the movement of a boomerang. So how does that relate to the frog or elbow exchange? Well, this is what occurs at the bottom of your bow. So when you start on an up bow, the fingers rotate up. So they start kind of in a down motion, and as you come up bow, the connection to your bow becomes straighter. So if your arm is straight here, your hand should be pretty much parallel to the string, and your hand is pretty level. If you want to know how high and low your hand should be, you should put a penny on the back of your hand and try this with a penny there, and that should stay level. So the back of your hand doesn't change like this. Your wrist doesn't go up and down. It just stays fairly level and holds that penny, okay? So as you're coming up bow, the fingers come up. As you're coming in here, to finish off, you have to keep going up bow, right, with your hand, but the elbow comes under. Notice how my shoulder's dropping too, because it gets kind of tight and pulls up. So drop your shoulder and your elbow. That movement. Notice how my tip's lifting. So you don't have to move your hand at all. You're just if you start the down bow, pull with the elbow. Up with the knuckles. Start down bow, pull with the elbow. Start the down bow. Support as you go up bow and pull. Yes, you have to have the elbow rises because it's changing directions. It's moving from this bottom, going all the way around till it becomes a top. But see, it's even at this angle, the level of my elbow is below the level of this. So that's why it works so well there. You have that space to work with, and so you can keep your sound quality. So it's really quick and easy to do. It's easier to do because I practiced it a lot, but it's going to be easy for you to do because it's very simple. So here's the steps. Your elbow starts the down bow. Every time you start a down bow, put your bow on the string and then just pull from here and go the direction you want to go. Or if you wanted to play G string, well, you simply go to that level and pull that direction. Okay, same with any other string. Some people say they have a hard time doing the elbow exchange on the E string. I don't think it's so hard, but if your violin is really rotated this direction, it could be hard to get in there. So try to rotate out. Depends on how smooth the sound you want. If you want a totally smooth sound, then you want to bring your elbow up quite a bit. If you want a little bit of articulation, then you do less. But notice you can get all the way right under the frog, okay? That's why I say the best place to change the bow, it's not here. A lot of people like to change it here at the quarter mark. They'll come up here and then just go down bow because they don't like the bottom half, but actually that's harder. You come in, gravity naturally pulls you here. All the way, and that balance, see that balance exchange right there? That one? Yes. So if you do this with a raised elbow, when you go down bow, the bow will go like this, and you don't want that. So we're going to go. I'm doing a little experimenting because I can actually see myself in the video here. That's it. Now you just have to work on it, and you do want to watch in a mirror. Okay, and then the elbow comes under because it does two things. It does the exchange because it falls, or it's falling and coming underneath to go on a. It does this. See that circle? That circle. So it's doing a circle. You just can't see it here very well. It comes under and rotates. So you have to do a little circle. Let me see if I can do this sideways for you. Yeah, so that time when it's changing is when your bow can go the other direction too. So one more time. Here we go. Wow, working on a video is kind of fun sometimes. Okay. And just focus on the connection rather than all the movements, but just make sure that connection is, allow that elbow to come up and open up for that movement. In many ways, it reminds me of ours. This, I think he's getting to something when he was thinking about that release of going the other direction. But you do it on a smaller scale underneath the balance, underneath the connection point here. So you're still using weight instead of pressure. Okay, and that pretty much is it. Isn't that simple? Yeah, line on my face today. Okay, thank you for watching the Capet Institute, and keep working on those bow divisions. You guys are awesome. I appreciate your support for this organization, and I'll catch you around here next time. Ciao.